Good evening and welcome to the stream. It is Friday once again, and that means that it is time for our usual little thing. Now, we've missed 2 weeks. I apologize for that. I have gone and gotten myself a little sick. In the beginning, I actually didn't know it was sickness. I thought it was just allergies tiring me out, but as it turns out, I also have caught some sickness, and I am actually still sick as we speak. So, if I sound a little weird, a little congested, then that is why. Also, it means that I might cough here and there, but I feel good enough that I can stream this week, so that is the plan. Now, first I'm just preparing a little bit of bubbly, and then we'll get ourselves going. Alright. So, what are we doing? Well, tonight we're going to be playing Deus Ex, Human Revolution. If you remember, we had a game going for that, and we're going to be continuing that. From what I remember, we've basically just done the first introduction mission, and then gone out into the street, and that's basically it. So we're picking up from there, and we'll see how it goes. I'm not going to stream super late tonight, because I actually do need to get up fairly early tomorrow. So it might only be 2.5 hours. We'll see how it goes. But it won't be a super long stream. So we'll see. We'll do something at least. So let's get the music here off so that we can begin. Let's hold that music tune out. Alright, let's get going. Think so? I'm not sure. I think you played near at the time, but I'm not entirely sure. It's easy enough to figure out when I played it, because I do have the stream from it, so... Hi there, good to see you, hun. A wolf among sheep. En route to recover the Typhoon, Jensen discovered a Purity First terrorist trying to steal it, but the so-called extremist, I was not allowed to read that apparently. Alright. Hello?
Is there a problem, sir?
Now, I cannot remember the controls. Let me have a quick look. So, yeah. Yes. Croucher's control, that is good. Cover with right mouse, interact E. Reload. Holster weapon is H. Okay. Iron sight, middle mouse. That's a little weird. Okay. Alright. I cannot remember if we talk with you.
Have you found anything? Please. I've got to know what really happened to Megan.
I think that's about it.
Alright, we did talk. So... let's see. So, let's see, there's augmentations, main missions, side quests. So, we have visiting the limb clinic, we have investigating the suicide. And we have the side quests. Let's see, Greg Thorpe wants to thank me again for saving him and his wife Josie tonight. He lives on the 3rd floor of an apartment building that's located near 2nd Street gas station. If I can, I might drop by. Okay. I thought it was inactive, but it's not just toggling it off. Megan's mother, Cassandra Reed, wants to investigate Megan's murder. Apparently a detective named Chase told her that the police didn't handle it properly, but he wouldn't give her any details. Chase is working part-time as a security guard in an apartment on Brooklyn Court, somewhere near the limb clinic. If I head there, maybe I can convince him to give the details to me. Unless I emails evils. Tim Carella, a researcher at Sarif Industries, has asked me for help. Seems a former employee at Sarif, named Brian Tyndall, is blackmailing him into stealing neuropozyne. Tim wants me to retrieve the material Tyndall is holding on him. The first step will be to find Tyndall's apartment building in the Brooklyn Court area. Apparently I can't miss it. It's protected by a large security gate. Alright.
You believe it? We had the place surrounded, and we were ordered to hang back. Since when did we take orders from David Sarah?
I mean, just like real police, pretty much they take orders from the corporations. That's nothing new. There's the gas station.
These limb riots are being organized by the government. They want an excuse to exact martial law and split this country up.
Keep it down, pal. People are on the edge right now, and we don't want any more trouble.
What will you say when you're kidnapped by a bunch of augmented soldiers and put in a concentration camp?
I haven't put much thought into it, okay?
Haven't you heard of REX-84? FEMA is setting up camps right here in Detroit.
Yeah, and Stevie Y is actually a 600-year-old vampire.
You're not one to take a hit, are you?
You have not talked to me before, you asshole.
You serious?
You better not go there, man. Unless you want to
Okay,
get
okay.
hurt.
Well, apparently they're not happy with me being here. I just wanted to talk.
I, for one, approve of these protests. These limb people are drug pushers. Someone is getting rich while the rest of us are suffering.
I wouldn't know about those things. All I know is that this violence doesn't serve anyone.
Well, I guess the question now becomes, will the pro-human groups retaliate when Bill Taggart gets here?
He's that humanity front guy, right?
He's speaking at the convention center in a few days.
That's gonna be a day from hell.
It's always weird in these games how you walk up to people, stand right next to them, and they are like, do you mind? That would be how you would be. Security rating 4. I don't think I can do that. Let's see, what is my security rating? I can only do 1. I can go up to 2, but not anymore currently. That's the limb clinic, or rather a limb clinic. That's one of the places we need to go. was the... There it is. Don't want to go there quite yet. Can I come in? Hello?
You got anything you want to buy or sell? I'm the guy you want to deal with. Everything's on the computer, right at your fingertips.
Okay, let's see what he has. Ammunition. Damage upgrade. Burst round system. 4, I think. Shotgun. Burst fire. Fires 2 cartridges per burst. The automatic dual burst system will basically double an upgraded shotgun's damage while maintaining pinpoint control. 2 rounds are fired. With each squeeze of the trigger, the spread area remains the same, twice the damage in half the time. We have the shotgun. And a mine template. Alright. I don't think I want to buy anything though. Would like some more inventory space. That would be nice. Do I have anything I can take? Nope. Alright. I seem to remember there was someone we had to talk to here, but that might be only later.
Grayson hooked me up with some real tight merch. Those arc lovers get in my face now.
How's the sound level? Is it okay?
Where he at these days?
Yo, where you been, man? You've been running shit through that abandoned gas station for weeks.
Oh, word? I wanted to get some upgrades for my Zenith 10 mil.
He can hook you up nice, man. If you go, tell him I sent you. I want a discount next time.
Word.
Let's see, where are we? Okay. We're actually here. Okay, it's also the place of Detective Chase, apparently.
Hello there. Well, you must be Adam Jensen.
A keen observation.
Mrs. Reed told me you might pay me a visit. And don't take this the wrong way, but you're kind of hard to miss.
I'll try to take that as a compliment. She told me you might have information regarding Megan Reed's case and the attack on Seraph headquarters.
Oh boy, what a mess. Total pissing match. We had the feds on our ass, orders from 3 different departments, and pressure from so many lobbyists it felt like being the scrawny new kid in a prison shower.
It is a very high-profile case. Mrs. Reed said you thought some procedures were overlooked.
You got that right. I mean, you know how it is. Mrs. Reed told me you used to be a cop. There's always cases where you see the lazy officers taking shortcuts. But this was different.
Different how?
Too much stuff got overlooked. People seemed way too eager to jump to conclusions, and every time I was remotely insistent, I got turned down by ranking officers. People wanted to bury this thing fast. That's never a good sign.
Surely you have something more substantial than this.
Yeah, well, that's where you come in. I got a couple of leads I could never fully investigate. I started poking around, but these government-type agents just gave me the creeps. I got scared. Months away from retirement, I didn't want to fuck things up. But you obviously have the means to get to the bottom of this.
So what have you got?
First off, there's a rumor that the order to close the investigation came from higher up, maybe even outside the local department. Anything like that would have passed through Captain Penn. There might be traces of this left on his office computer.
Guess I'll have to pay a visit to the local precinct.
Well, while you're there, there was an officer assigned to the case, Chet Wagner. He's not what you call a choir boy. And when he suddenly got brought on the case, I got suspicious. Somebody wanted him there. And I'm pretty sure he tampered with some of the evidence. You should talk to him. Find out what he knows.
Okay, I'll have a little chat with Officer Wagner.
You'll most likely find him in the lobby. He got retrograded from his conduct, and he takes depositions now. He won't budge easily, but I'm pretty sure you can find some dirt on him on his desktop. His office is on the 3rd floor. You might find something there to help loosen up his tongue.
Anything else worth looking into?
Yeah, when the order came down to close the case, the bulk of the evidence was stashed in a storage locker. Maybe you can find some interesting stuff in there. It's on the alley right next to the station. The code is 4891. But I know an outside agency had access to that locker, so be careful.
Thanks for the heads up.
It's nothing. And, please, don't bother coming back here with details. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad to help. But the less I know about this case, the better I'll feel.
Let's see.
How did you get assigned to this case?
I didn't push for it, if that's what you mean. To be honest, I didn't want to get involved.
Why not?
I was an honest cop, Jensen. I always tried to conduct myself in accordance with the law, with procedures, and what I believed was right. Not really the standard MO for a case like this.
You said an outside agency may have tampered with a storage locker. What did you mean by that?
Well, I've seen, I've heard that
should
government
come up
agents
with the
may have
code.
locked up some of the more sensitive evidence in a safe inside the locker.
Come on, Chase. What are you not telling me?
Damn it! Okay, listen. I snooped around that locker before and found the safe code. But I kinda got caught by one of those guys. He knows I know, Jensen. If I give you the code, they'll know I talked. Call me negative, but I can't think of a nice outcome to that.
Activate pheromones, convince. Let's see, alphas can be appeased, but betas will be angered, so not that. Betas can be appealed to, but low self-esteem omegas will make them very suspicious of this kind of approach. Pressure, omegas are susceptible to pressure, but alphas will quickly rebel. So this has a negative for omega, but a bonus for beta, and we know he's very beta. And a little bit omega, so...
Come on, Chase. You're the good guy, the honest cop. In a police flick, you'd be the straight arrow. You know deep down you want to do what's right. That safe code could mean a lot.
Don't paint me as a hero, Jensen. I'm a regular guy. But you're right, though. I always tried to do the right thing. The code is 7196. But do me a favor. Can you at least try to hack the damn thing before punching in the code? If I'm lucky, it'll be enough to throw them off. You have to help Mrs. Reed find out more about her daughter.
Why retire from the force only to become a security guard? I mean, it looks like you still love the work.
I love the idea of being a cop. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to join the force. But I just got fed up. It's not like I had imagined it. It's a job. Some people are good at it, while others just don't care. And it shows. This case, the Seraph case, it was just the last drop in a cup already full.
That's all I need for now.
Okay, so was the sound still good there, or do we need to turn it up? Let's see, controls, what to see. There should be a quick save also. Activate cloak, activate typhoon. Maybe not. Okay, let's see, music. Let's see how that is. There's not very many apartments in this building. Hello.
I can never thank you enough for what you did.
Do you have anything? Too heavy.
Welcome. I'm glad you came. I can never properly repay you for what you did, of course, but I would like to help out any way I can.
What'd you have in mind?
There's a gentleman named Sarah who works in the area. His business causes him to move around quite a bit, but at the moment he's occupying an apartment in a building on Earl's Court. If you mention my name, he'll give you a discount on his wares. He deals in, well, he's a gun runner.
How does a guy like you know someone like that?
Growing up in my old neighborhood, you learn pretty quick to cultivate certain types of relationships.
All right. Minor augmentation, pipe dream, or theory for the future. There is an achievement for finding every single readable in the game, and we will probably not be finding that because you need to go really hardcore on the hacking. So this entire building was for one apartment, apparently. Is it better, the sound level? Do I need to turn it up more? Okay, so let's see, map. That's the limb clinic. Tyndall's apartment building. What was it we needed Tyndall for again? A former employee of Sarah's named Brian Tyndall is blackmailing him into stealing neuropathy. Tim wanted me to retrieve the material Tyndall is holding on him. The first step will be to find Tyndall's apartment building in Brooklyn Court area. Apparently I can't miss it. It's protected by a large security gate. Okay.
Thinking about getting my pit bull augmented. Get him some cyber paws, cyber fangs
Good.
and shit.
Thank
Throw
you.
him in the ring.
Augmentation?
Yeah, word. We should, what do you call that? Register. Patent.
Copyright.
Yeah, copyright. Let's copyright that shit. Dogmentation.
I think that guy went to
Yo,
pee
we're
and I
gonna
just
be
went to
rich,
look
man.
over his shoulder. Alright, so
This is one big gutter and always will be.
You think this is bad? Wait till the UN passes that legislation thing. Detroit is gonna be one giant red line.
That's what I've been saying. David Seraph ain't saved this city. He split it into the haves and have-nots.
Yeah, damn right. I've been limping for 10 years. Don't I got the right to get enhanced? No. Even if I did, how the hell am I gonna afford that drug? Neuropupazine.
Neuropathy.
Whatever. You gotta pay up the ass for that one.
I can't remember if it saves automatically. Let's just make a save for the hell of it. How's it doing? It is security 2. So I could hack that if I upgrade my hacking, and I do need to do that eventually.
Damn Ogs. Those power-hungry bastards. Every last one of them.
You're talking to someone who's augmented. I do believe there's also a different way in though. Okay. Ow. Ah, whoops. Good thing I saved. Oh, I can do latest save. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to save, because I'm rusty on the controls. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, that went even worse. I was trying to start my sprint before, but it didn't work. There we go. That was a little better. Okay, security 5. That's not happening. Yep, need more help. See what is here. Not on the right level for the mission yet, but there could be goodies. Security rating 1. That we can do. Okay.
Access granted.
Thank you. Security rating 4. Bums. It's just a newspaper. Okay. There's a gun though. Don't think it duplicates, no, it just gives us ammunition. Still good. See something shiny in there. Also pretty sure I see a mine in there. I can't remember how you deal with mines. Okay. Let's just save real quick, just because I don't want to have to do that jump again. This is the one. Security rating 1. Let's see what else is here. The exit. goes directly outside. See, I think the code is on one of the shelves, and you crouch very slowly towards them. You mean in the apartment up here? Could be. Oh, there was something. I don't know what I'm looking at though. There was something. Cardboard boxes. If there's anything behind there. Oh, there's something. Pocket secretary. This is the lodging you will occupy for the duration of this operation. You will notice a door with a security lock on it. The code for this is 1029. Whenever you receive a special delivery, it will be left for you inside that room. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna save for this because I cannot remember how to do this properly. Okay. Okay, that did not seem to do anything. I'm gonna try that again. I want to know how to do this. Do you have to blow them up, or do like and just crouching brings you outside of danger area, or can you actually defuse them? I'm gonna say the last. Okay.
Access granted.
Notice to all tenants. A new security gate has been installed and activated. The gate code is 0002. Hi Sean, welcome. But I was crouching. I don't understand. Do not disclose this code to any non-tenants. Safety concerns all of us. Thank you for your cooperation. Sam fucked up. Hey boss, Sam really fucked up this time. We told him to keep it cool, that you'd come up with a clean solution, but you know him, with his crazy ass temper. Said there wasn't no risk. Said there wasn't no risk. That's a double negative. So there was risk? Well, sounds like he was right then. He was covered and whatnot. Went straight to Big Ben's corner and iced him in the middle of the goddamn street. He said it was deserted, but I've heard through some of my personal channels that a local dealer might have witnessed all of it. I'll hit you back once I know who he is and what he knows. This is Big Boss. If they ever get to Sam, you know he'll talk. We have to deal with this situation now. Okay, so I need to also hold down C. I'll try to remember to do that next time. Or should I try it now? I don't know. I don't know if there's anything to lose in here. I don't know. Let's take the crossbow bolts. I want to open that suitcase. Yeah, I could try. Okay, so walking key. Oh, no. Well, I'll try that again. Of course I let go of the button there. Alright, should be good then.
Access granted.
And there's a shotgun. Now we have a reason to buy the upgrade. And we also probably need to upgrade our backpack because we're getting a little full. All right. Then we have this place. Okay, so let's see. So
Access granted.
investigate Tyndall's computer. Do. That's a computer. Apparently not the computer. Okay. Pistol ammo. Credit chip. That was actually pretty nice. It's a sized one. Let's see. This conversation was.
I know you're here, man.
Okay. Let me just see here. Brian, you there? Yeah, Brandy's not doing good. I'll take whatever you can got. You got. Can we meet? Okay, so Tindy boy. Let's see. I'll take whatever you can. Yeah, whatever you got. Can we meet? Not a good idea. I've got to keep low profile. She's in pain. Neighbors are gonna complain to the cops. She needs Newpos, please. Brian, you there? All right, but I don't have much Newpos left. I'll pay. I don't want your money, Mark. It's never about the money. What about Corella? Can you score more NP from him? He's getting less and less cooperative. Shit. Didn't you have dirt on him or something? Right here in my pocket, man. But you can only push a man so far. I'll meet you behind the gas station down the street, but hurry. I don't like being out in the open like this. You are the man behind the gas station. Got it.
What? You just cut me off? Come on, man. I need my Newpos. The shit hurts. Huh? You ain't supposed to be here.
Oh, bumps. I was expecting an E prompt, not a Q prompt. It's those controls again. It's been too long since I played the game. I pressed the E button, not the Q button.
Cut me off. Come on, man. I need my Newpos. The shit hurts.
Nighty-night. Okay, let's see. Hey Stevie, I'm sorry man, we just couldn't score as much last week and I'm all out. I'm not doing this to you on purpose, trust me. I'm looking for extra sources right now. but I didn't get an answer yet. Just don't do anything crazy. Well, you did something crazy. Another shotgun. And we did read this one, right? Yep. Alright, I think we're done here then. There's nothing behind the box. We'll just pretend that guy just came by and fell asleep. It'll be fine. Credit chip, cyber boost bar, boost. You don't look so well. It's a hack 2. Kinda wanna upgrade just to get the experience out of it. I only have one praxis available. So I think we use the code for now. Alright, let's save real quick. Although it seems to autosave, but I don't trust the autosave. I wish it has a quick save, that would be nice. And yeah, as Moose said earlier, the Casey system is so nice. Boop.
Jensen? What are you doing here?
I think you know why I'm here, Tyndall. I want Corella's security footage back.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm Seraph Industries' chief of security. I'm pretty sure I can find out about an edited security tape, so don't bullshit me.
Ah, shit. Listen, Jensen, I never wanted things to get this bad. I'm not a bad guy. I feel for Corella, I really do. But sometimes, for a good cause, you have to get your hands dirty.
Oh, there's a good cause now?
Oh, I see. You think I'm selling the stuff, right? I understand why this would seem like an obvious motive, especially to an ex-cop. But trust me, you shouldn't always take things at face value. I'm not selling the neuropazine, I'm giving it away.
Giving it away? To who?
To the people who need it. You think everyone gets augmented by choice? No. Shit happens. And then what? You're saddled with neuropazine injections for the rest of your life, and that shit costs money. But what choice do you have? Without the drug, you'll die. Rejection syndrome, crippling pain. That just ain't right. So I did the only decent thing to do. I stepped up.
I can respect that. But blackmail is still blackmail. Corella wants out, and I'm here to make sure he gets out.
Man, this whole thing is becoming way too much trouble. I've even got 2 local pushers on my back because they say my philanthropic actions are undercutting their profit.
That's not your only problem. A gun-toting client was waiting for you in your apartment earlier.
Really? In my apartment? Shit, the dealers probably sent him. Tell you what, I'll deal with the client later. You take care of the dealers, and the footage is yours.
He has a lot of beta in him too. He's mainly alpha with a little bit of beta. So this would be only positive, but this will definitely be bad.
Okay, I'll help you out. But you better not be playing me.
You give me way too much credit, Jensen. I'm a security tech, not a hardened mobster. The two pushers go by the name PG and BK. They hang out in the alley near the basketball court. Just make sure they never bother me again.
You're asking me to kill them.
Well, that's a bit drastic, isn't it? But it's your call, as long as you leave me alone. The important thing is you need to take care of both of them.
Okay. Before we go though, since we're close anyway.
What'll it be?
Do I actually have space? Not enough room. I do not have enough room.
Be sure to tell all your friends. Just not the cops.
Okay, I should upgrade my bag space though. I'll have to do that anyway at some point. It will lose me my only praxis.
How may I be of service?
All right.
Always a pleasure.
No, I didn't want to. Fuck. I don't want to use it. I wanted to move it. Well, we have a candy bar list now. Not actually sure I like the shotgun, but just in case. There's the dealers. This scrolling is a little bit bothersome. Actually, should we buy it? I don't know. I don't even know if I like the shotgun. I think I want a little bit longer thinking time. Before I start spending on upgrades. I don't want to spend on upgrades just to sell it.
Jensen? What are you doing here?
I think you know why I'm here, Tyndall. I want Corella's security footage back.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm Seraph Industries' chief of security. I'm pretty sure I can find out about an edited security tape, so don't bullshit me.
Ah, shit. Listen, Jensen, I never wanted things to get this bad. I'm not a bad guy. I feel for Corella, I really do. But sometimes, for a good cause, you have to get your hands dirty.
Oh, there's a good cause now?
Oh, I see. You think I'm selling the stuff, right? I understand why this would seem like an obvious motive, especially to an ex-cop. But trust me, you shouldn't always take things at face value. I'm not selling the neuropazine, I'm giving it away.
Giving it away? To who?
to the people who need it. You think everyone gets augmented by choice? No. Shit happens. And then what? You're saddled with neuropazine injections for the rest of your life, and that shit costs money. But what choice do you have? Without the drug, you'll die. Rejection syndrome, crippling pain. That just ain't right. So I did the only decent thing to do. I stepped up.
I can respect that. But blackmail is still blackmail. Corella wants out, and I'm here to make sure he gets out.
Man, this whole thing is becoming way too much trouble. I've even got 2 local pushers on my back because they say my philanthropic actions are undercutting their profit.
That's not your only problem. A gun-toting client was waiting for you in your apartment earlier.
Really? In my apartment? Shit, the dealers probably sent him. Tell you what, I'll deal with the client later. You take care of the dealers, and the footage is yours.
Okay, I'll help you out. But you better not be playing me.
You give me way too much credit, Jensen. I'm a security tech, not a hardened mobster. The 2 pushers go by the name PG and BK. They hang out in the alley near the basketball court. Just make sure they never bother me again.
Deal.
I mean, they shouldn't just attack anyone who walks by them. They can't just smack them up the head. It seems like the most, adequate choice. It's just for good measure. Have a save. Just so we don't have to go through the conversation again. I want to see what happens if I actually just walk up to them. Hello?
Look at you, man. Another sucker who bought a bunch of crap you never really needed.
Okay. So, if I sneak? No? Okay, I can do that. But then that guy will be angry. I wonder if I can do the dual takedown. I don't think I have it unlocked though. Is it strength? No. Hacking. Stealth. Stealth analyzer. Typhoon. Rebreather. Beam stabilizer. Smart vision. I need 2 to get that. Multiple takedown. Okay, so that's just unlocked by it. So we'd have to get another praxis, and we are very close to it, so we could go and try to get some experience and unlock it that way. Then we don't have to use our hard-earned ammunition, which I rarely use any of, so it's kind of silly. But nevertheless, it could be nice. I mean, the double takedown is nice regardless. It's really nice to be able to take down 2 enemies. Yeah, true, I can buy one at the clinic too. And I probably should buy one at the clinic. Also never know if something is lying around. Punk. Alright. Nothing. That is our apartment, which there could be something in our apartment. I know we have to go there at some point. Didn't know you could actually get one from there. Painkillers. I keep on trying to move faster by pressing control. It's a bad habit from Warframe. Doesn't it work in this game?
Tell me something. How can anyone justify protesting at a limb clinic? They're helping people, for Christ's sakes.
Speaking from the tarmac at Wayne County,
these riots are David Seraph's fault. How can you say that? He has this era of arrogance, a sense of superiority. People don't.
No offense, but if it were up to me, this place would have a no-AUG policy.
A lot of people have jobs.
I take offense to that, considering I'm augmented.
Peaceful solution to this dispute, and I unequivocally
I can go behind the desk.
for the methods used by these hostage takers. Now that being said,
they have money
I do hope that you and
Do you mind if I just have a look here?
Mr. Taggart went on to express a sincere desire to stand.
The mirror you ordered for the penthouse bathroom arrived in a warehouse almost 4 weeks ago. This is your last reminder. If you don't pick it up right away, you will have to ship it back.
One cannot help but wonder if
Every building has tenants it can afford to lose, and others it cannot. I trust you know that what is best and will act accordingly. Please let me know your final decision. Thank you, Athene Margulis, Seraph Industries. You wrote, Miss Margulis, in response to your recent inquiry about renting rooms to more Seraph employees, I regret that this will not be possible because we have no more rooms available. All our apartments are currently leased.
Following yet another anti-augmentation demonstration.
Miss Westland, I'm sorry, but I cannot be of any more help since I do know the circumstances under which she left. All any of us here know is what you have already been told. With her rent over a week late and no answer on the telephone, no reply to mails, for several days our custodian entered the room with a passkey. Standard procedure as outlined in the lease you signed. The room was discovered to be completely empty, with no furniture and no wall hangings. Even the garbage had been removed. Again, as per the lease, we assumed the room had been vacated without notice and re-rented it. We have received no communications from your daughter since her last rent payment. Sincerely sorry, Miss Sherry Horst.
Anti-augmentation organization, Humanity Front.
Miss Horst, thank you for your time. I will be in Detroit in 2 days to discuss this further. Arnold Westland.
I'd very much like to meet with David Seraph in person, to offer my deepest sympathies.
I will now go to the other side of the desk.
Before you ask, no. Your mirror has not been replaced, Mr. Jensen.
Have worked tirelessly.
I know, I read it.
A peaceful solution to this dispute, and I unequivocally.
I read that myself. I just kind of don't want to go to the clinic yet because it's one of the main quests. I always do all the side stuff before I do the main quest. I should sell the mines. I will never use those. Get some credits out of it.
Welcome home, Mr. Jensen. Re-establishing security system. See you soon, Mr. Jensen.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. I knew you and that wrench were close, but I didn't realize you were that close.
Oh, sorry. I don't know. I guess I wanted to be reminded of what it was like to be with someone normal.
You were the one who wanted us to get enhanced. Now you're saying we're not normal anymore. Well, I'll try not to touch you too often with my cold, dead, metal hand. Okay?
Okay. I don't know if you could hear that, but apparently there is a couple in there who is fighting because apparently the lady had an affair with someone that the guy discovered, and she wanted to be with someone quote-unquote normal, which apparently means non-augmented, after she had apparently insisted that they get augmented. Ah, secret shotgun. No, combat rifle. That's good. I like the combat rifle. I need an upgrade to get that. Guess we can come back for it. Could also just buy the Praxis while we're back there for the dual takedown. We're a bit messy. There's another combat rifle. We apparently like rifles. Advanced clock building. The intelligent circuit. Augment you. Call landlord, replacement mirror again. Yeah. Story building. We're not happy being augmented. And there's another combat rifle. Okay, I feel we have to upgrade our inventory here. I wonder if it is a reference, because there's the tennis ball and there's the clock building, and both of those are things that Cisco does in DS9. I doubt it, but it is kind of a coincidence. Living with your new cybernetic prosthesis. Let's see, Mr. Jensen, in respect to your latest reminder to have the mirror in your bathroom replaced, may I remind you once again that the item is in back order. The situation is out of our hands and no amount of pestering will make it arrive sooner. And while on the subject, we are still unclear as to how precisely the mirror came to be damaged. Perhaps you could enlighten us? Thank you, Sherry Terhorst. Well, I mean, how would you feel if you got mortally wounded and then you basically woke up and without anybody had asked you, they had cut off your arms and filled your body full of augmentations? I mean, it's fine to get augmented if you choose to be augmented, but just waking up and someone had just decided to turn you into Basically RoboCop. Adam, I'm so sorry. When Megan died, nobody knew what to do with Kubrick, so I took him in. But I couldn't keep him, and nobody knew if you'd wake up, so I didn't know what else to do. I'm really sorry. He was a sweet dog. It just makes it worse. Hello, Adam. This is just a quick note to welcome you to your new apartment on behalf of Ceres Industries. If you need anything or something is not satisfactory, please do not hesitate to let me know and I will pass it on to the building management. You will notice there is a hidey hole of sorts built into the wall. The code for this is 5375. If your key is lost or damaged, I have a backup. Mr. Seraph does also, but try to reach me first. The lease is for a year and has been prepaid in full. You shouldn't receive any questions about rent, but if you do, please feel free to refer them to me. I wish you many happy years in your new home, Athene Margulis. Seraph Industries. Margulis. Okay, so we have a secret compartment somewhere. I can't remember where it is.
An extremely regrettable affair. I'd very much like to meet with David Seraph.
Oh, where is that again? Yeah, it reminded me of Warframe as well, because we also have a Margulis there. Nothing behind the box. Where is the hidey hole again? Trying to remember. Hello, Adam. Overcost? Okay, we're apparently a fan of heat. I want to say behind the fridge, but I can't actually interact with the fridge. So I don't think so. Behind the TV you have a thingy at the wall to the kitchen. Ah. Let's hack it. Okay.
Access granted.
Okay, armor piercing system, nice. Inventory is full. Bumps. Can I drop this momentarily? So now we got an armor piercing pistol, that's nice. Well, it must be Papa. Oh. So not only did we get augmented against our will, we also woke up to find out that our dog had been pushed down. Out of order, but I want to go up. So yeah, we're a really happy person. I think I forgot to close the save, didn't I? I'm gonna have to go up and check. Sorry. I'm insane. I know I'm insane.
Welcome home, Mr. Jensen.
Yep, I sure did. Close.
Re-establishing security system. See you soon, Mr. Jensen.
I mean, if someone walk in, I don't think there's room service in this building, considering how messy everything is. But you never know. And if they walk in and see a safe, then that's probably information that others should not have. How are we actually doing for... We did get a praxis? Yeah, we got a praxis. So I would say let's visit the limb clinic, get a praxis upgrade there, and sell some stuff with the person. I'm not sure. I kind of want to sell the shotgun, just because the combat rifle is traditionally the one that I choose to use. But it could also be nice. I don't think I've ever really used it a lot. It just fills so much space. But we definitely want to sell the mines.
What'll it be?
So let's sell the shotgun. And the fragmentation mines. I'm kind of tempted to put the damage upgrade on the pistol.
Be sure to tell all your friends. Just not the cops.
Let's first get the praxis though before we sell it, or before we buy anything, because that'll probably be pricey.
Mr. Jensen, David Serov told me you'd be dropping by. I've just been reviewing the test results we received on you last week.
Should I start rolling up my sleeves?
Surprisingly, no. I see no trace of glial tissue buildup in any of your charts.
It's been 6 months, Doc. Shouldn't I be on neuropazine shots by now?
One would think, but these test results show no signs of implant rejection. If anything, the bond between tissue and electrodes seems to be getting stronger.
So I'm free to go?
Well, Mr. Serov did ask me to discuss another topic with you. You are aware that several precautionary measures had to be put into place during your first surgery?
Not all of my implants were switched on, I know.
The damage caused by the hematoma had to be taken into account. Your brain needed time to recover, to get used to the mechanical neural processors and turn them on naturally over time.
Cut to the chase, Doc. What does Seraph want?
He feels that you might be ready to speed up the activation process using special software known as Praxis Kits.
You mean I don't have to wait for my augmentations to kick in naturally anymore?
You can, if you prefer. But Mr. Seraph did make a generous donation to LIM in your name. thus ensuring that Praxis software linked to your particular neuroenhancements would always be available to you and you alone. Please, take a look.
Typhoon ammo, hypostim, or Praxis. They have 2. I could buy 2. I feel like it's good to stock up on Praxis, but that would be almost all my money. I don't know. Should I buy another one? Yeah, I probably should. Like, I'm worried that if I leave the area and come back, that the original Praxis will no longer be available, so I only have this opportunity to buy them, basically. Until I leave this area and come back, then it would be new, basically, spawns.
Very well, Mr. Jensen. Use it in good health.
Alright. See if there's anything that I can interact with. There's a book. Building wings a better tomorrow. Liberate yourself. Liberty and Mind and Body International. LIM. That's a little full of themselves.
I've never been under anesthesia before. Is it true they stop your heart and the machine does your breathing?
More or less. I know it sounds a little hair-raising, but we do it every day, several times over. It's a very safe procedure.
Will I feel any pain or anything?
It gets done through your IV needle. You'll be asked to count backwards, and the next thing you know, you'll be opening your eyes and the procedure will be over.
Wow. Will I dream?
Not while you're under, but you might afterward as you wake up.
This makes me a little wary. This time I won't munch. Two energy cells. I guess the other one is one energy cell. This is painkiller. So that's just health. Okay. And I have 3 Praxis now, so I could get the takedown. I think I should do that because it does come in handy later. The Visual Cortex 2.0, the eye redesigned. Miss Margulis, of course I appreciate Mr. Sarah's support, which is why I will do my best to explain to my patient exactly what his generous gift entails, but that is as far as I will go. From now on, whatever augmentation he decides to acquire will be his choice, and his alone. The patient, and not the employer, will be the one to decide whether a half-tested prototype augmentation should be included with all the others or not. Sincerely, Vera Markovic, MD, Lim International, Detroit. I believe you have misconstrued Mr. Sarah's intent, Vera. He only wanted you to give your patient some general medical advice. Athena Margulis. Yeah, the company is pressuring us to get more augmentations. Rather, it's not more augmentations, but to activate them. Attention all staff, an inspection team from the World Health Organization will be paying a visit to your limb clinic within the next week or so in order to evaluate conditions there. Please ensure that everything is properly prepared for their inspection. When they arrive, treat them with courtesy, but continue about your business and do not interfere. In anticipation of the visit, all employees must ensure that WHO guidelines are being followed to the letter at all times. Bear in mind that any negative evaluation will severely infringe upon your clinic's ability to solicit funding. Thank you for your understanding. Notes: AJ090921 Jensen Adam. Blood O RHD negative. I don't know what that stands for, but it's a blood type, no allergies. Family history unknown, adopted age 5, no papers. Has demonstrated healing ability greater than 2 standard deviations above the mean in the following speed of recovery, repossession of faculties, post-traumatic memory retention, unusually large quantities of NGF appearing around implant sites, unique autoimmune disorder, ? May indicate he will not require neuropathy injections anytime soon. One previous operation 6 months ago, life critical, requiring full replacement of chest cavity and left arm, right arm and legs replaced at behest of employer. Okay, so only our chest and left arm was damaged, but they decided to just lop off our legs and our right arm as well. Assholes. Authority granted under terms of employment contract. Recovery speed being unknown at the time, patient was also befitted with PDOT biochips in all areas, possible neuroprosthetic insertion to reduce need for physiotherapy following any subsequent enhancement surgeries. One of these days I want to do a pure run of this game, which is where you basically don't get any extra upgrades than what you start with. Just because I want that challenge, but it's really hard to do that with a a non-violent run, and it's also not the best for stream, because with streaming you have this is a game about augmentation and stuff and that whole thing, and if I then don't get any augments, then it kind of defeats the purpose.
Protesting is not against the law.
I know that, officer. But some of those guys were carrying tire irons and setting garbage cans on fire.
And those were the ones we arrested. The rest were merely exercising their right to free speech.
What about my right to come to work each day without fearing for my life? I've still got to walk home tonight.
I understand your concern. But if you want round-the-clock protection, I suggest you hire a private security company.
Adam, are you finished at the clinic?
For now.
Good. Right now I want to know who that corpse is. Head over to the police station and get his neural hub. And Adam, if you can't talk your way in, consider making a strategic retreat. There's got to be another entrance in the side of the building.
Alright. Let's see what we can do. Do without cracking. Ooh, pistol. Give me pistol. Give me pistol. Now I don't have inventory space again. Machine pistol. I can't make space for it.
Quiet. You dead, man.
Okay. Apparently I was not allowed to do that. Why did you begin shooting me? Why is he shooting me? Also, why is he so weird?
Nothing.
Alrighty then. Hide them? I mean, they're gonna wake up eventually. There's no real place to hide them. Well, it seems like those two were the only ones that was going to make any complaint about my behavior. So let's get back to... not to you. I don't want to talk to you yet.
What'll it be?
No, they were behind a wall, so they shouldn't have seen. Sell the shotgun. Well, I feel like I should sell the shotgun ammo that I have. Or should I keep it? I guess I can keep it.
Be sure to tell all your friends. Just not the cops.
I want to go back for that machine pistol. So I can also sell that. Just because you want as much money as you can get. I mean, the thing is, like, what if I get the weapon later and decide to keep it then I don't have the ammunition anymore. But I could also sell it just for the money.
What'll it be?
damage upgrade. Yeah. True.
Always a pleasure.
Okay, so damage upgrade. I feel like I should put it on the pistol because that has armor piercing rounds. That might be useful. Let's see. Upgrades. Armor piercing barrel modification. Silencer and laser targeting. We know that we're going to get up against heavy targets. I'm thinking that might be a good idea. What does this get? It has laser sight, silencer. Exploit a special target seeking upgrade to turn every round it fires into a tiny cruise missile. So it basically has auto aim. I think put it on the pistol.
Look, I told you. If you want me to give you that security footage, you're going to have to get those pushers off my ass first.
I've taken care of the dealers. Now hand over the footage.
Thanks, Jensen. Listen, I know it's not something you did from the bottom of your heart, but still, you saved my ass. Here's your footage.
Listen, Tyndall, I know you're trying to do the right thing. But we have to do things by the book, or we'll just have chaos. I'll put you in contact with someone inside Seraph Industries. They may be able to get you neuropozyne for those who need it.
Seriously? You'd really do that? Wow. I never would have expected this from you, Jensen. I really appreciate this. Tell Carell I'm sorry.
All right. So now we need to return down there. It's actually not very far away, so we should probably do that.
Did you get it yet? Adam, please. You have to get that security footage back.
I got the footage. You owe me one, Tim.
Yeah, you got that right, Jensen. I mean, thank you so much. This is my life I just got back. Listen, I got a hold of a weapon mod. It's not much, but I figured a guy in your line of work could use it.
Listen, I know you were trying to do a good thing, and I respect that. But you should do it through proper channels. Next time you might not get this lucky.
Yeah, you're right, Adam. I know you're right. Listen, thanks again.
We got a laser targeting system. I'm gonna stick that on the gun, I think, because we already used upgrades on it. Yeah, that was the laser targeting. There we go. Nice. Alright. So, what do we have now? We have motherly ties and investigate the suicide, so we'll do motherly ties. Let's see. Secondary objective. Chase also said that Wagner may not want to tell me much, but he thinks I can loosen the man's tongue if I get inside Wagner's office and find dirt to use against him. His office is on the 3rd floor of the precinct. According to Chase, all the evidence that the DMPD uncovered during their investigation was moved to a cold case storage locker after the feds took over the case. I need to find that locker and take a look at the evidence. Chase confirmed Cassandra's suspicion about the sloppy police investigation and suggested I speak to one of the officers assigned to the case, Chet Wagner. I should be able to find Wagner inside the lobby of Jefferson Drive precinct. Yeah. Chase told me that the order to close the DMPD's investigation came from higher up. If that's true, the Jefferson Drive precinct captain might have copies of those orders on his computer. Time to check out Captain Penn's 2nd floor office inside the police station. I have a feeling I'm not allowed to go inside the police station. There was also a ladder I never went up. I should do that. Also, let me save real quick. I'm always unsure. Anything more up here? Let's go into the windows on all floors, pretty much.
D-Row cats is gonna get popped if they keep trying to tag over my shit.
Oh yeah? How so?
Got me a Hurricane TMP-18 from Surratt.
That's sick shit, man. I didn't know Surratt carried those.
Double T cut him a break on his rent, so we brought some in just for us. Turns out apartments in this dump ain't exactly cheap. That's far enough. Leave quietly and you won't get hurt.
I want in there. It's one of those situations where someone told me to not go to a place, so I want to go to that place. Whoops. I wouldn't call them friendly, but they are not exactly attacking me right now. You look friendly. Oh, it's the gun runner. Surratt.
You want to buy or sell something? It's all on the computer. What do you want?
I'm a friend of Greg Thorpe.
Really? Okay, I give you the egghead discount.
Let's see, he has a silencer. Nice. Not that it really matters that much, because, well, we don't really... Like, if we're going to shoot a gun, we are probably doing so in a situation where we're already discovered and people are shooting at us, or we're fighting a boss where the silencer does not matter, but still. The hush sound suppressor attachment fits snugly over the barrel of a weapon to ensure that when the gun is fired, most of its sound emission is muted. Reports are audible only within a very close range. The attachment has zero impact upon a weapon behavior and is compatible with many handguns, rifles, and firearms of the market. Yeah, it was that if it has impact on behavior. Let's buy one. There's also the stun gun. Stun gun could be nice. Nice, fully upgraded. Now we just have the regular upgrades. I have a feeling I'm not allowed to go in there. I'm gonna save. Hello? Security 4, that is not happening. As always, regular like clockwork. We want you to know it's appreciated. It shows the proper professionalism and respect. You should know some of our other franchises have been having more trouble than usual with the police in the form of unwelcome attention. Attention which is keeping the more casual customers away. If you notice anything like that in your location, please let us know ASAP. Sandra would like to reward you for being one of our biggest and most reliable sellers by adding a few extra items to your current catalog. Yeah, respect a kick discount. These exclusive items are more specialized variety. If you find a market for them, order as much as you like. Need I remind you, not everyone earns the trust which access to these items implies. We've had the extra gear deployed in your usual storage locker near the apartment. Oh, book. Respiricide technology and hazardous environment passing. Okay. Well, they weren't angry at me for going in here at least. Can I have a coffee? Pop a poison? No? Alright, so we don't really have a reason to meddle with the guys upstairs. I want in there, but I don't have enough yet. Could upgrade my hacking to get in there. Can't go down there. Well, we can always come back. We haven't left the area yet. Five. Not happening. Actually, I wonder. So examine. It has a add-on. Let's see, upgrades. The PAX-22 supports standard reload speed upgrades. It also has a targeting scope built into its design. Therefore, accuracy can be improved via the lead fire targeting suite, a special upgrade package that uses scope leading software to predict a target's movements. Have the code for that room? I don't think so. No, I have to go back and check though. I'm pretty sure it didn't. Or is it for the fiber? No, don't have a code. Or was it the other room that you meant? I'm not sure.
Never let T-Boss be booking me with no cogs. I find him nasty.
I think they're kind of cool. Yeah, to me, it's a welcome change
How
to the
about
dirty
a
old man I usually
quickie?
get stuck with.
She. All the ones hopped up on Z.
Yeah, at least that no-pose drug the Augs take don't make them all uppity and shit.
Cog lovers, huh? Each their own, I guess.
Okay. Judgmental
Hey, Jensen!
streetwalkers.
Long time no see.
Oh, I remember her. Jenny Alexander.
Jensen. My God, it's been a while. Remember me? We used to work the old 17th precinct back in the day. Man, I wish I could go with the good old you haven't changed at all bit, but that'd be complete and utter bullshit, right?
I'm starting to do flirty.
Yeah, I guess that's one way to put it. I like your new style. A bit revealing for my taste, but not entirely unappealing.
Oh, yeah? Well, don't get your hopes up, big boy. I'm undercover, keeping tabs on derelict row-ballers. I've got a hunch something big's coming.
Why do I get the sudden feeling you're about to include me into that something big?
Because you're clever. That and the fact that, well, it's pretty obvious. But jokes aside, you couldn't have come at a better time, Jensen. This case I'm on, we're stalling and we could use a little external help.
Go ahead.
I'm with IA now, and we're working a sting on a dirty cop named Jack O'Malley. Elusive motherfucker. I mean, Men in Black elusive. We know he's involved in drugs, weapon dealing, tied into the gangs. But he's clever, and we just can't seem to pin anything on him. I swear he's got friends in high places.
Okay, and where do I fit in all this?
You're an outsider. You can go places we legally can't. I need someone to do a couple of things. Break into his apartment, sneak into DRB territory, and finally, go undercover posing as a hitman. This guy is nothing minor, Jensen. He's the real deal. Major player, major consequences. We have to get him before shit hits the fan. You in?
How about the target, O'Malley? Got any more info?
He's a cop, but he went on assignment with the feds for a while. No reports, no address, nothing. We're pretty sure he got tied up in major covert ops, but never got anything solid on him. He has a badge, but he doesn't feel like a cop at all.
I haven't walked the beat in a while. Could you give me a quick sit rep of the local gangs?
You know, gangs are not the finest example of evolution, if you catch my drift. Everything's pretty much the same. The derelict row-ballers are still dealing and stealing, getting into fights with Augs, and defacing augmented people's property.
Yeah, right. Upstanding citizens.
And then on the other end of the spectrum, you have the Motor City Bangers. Ignorant scumbags just like the DRBs, only some of them are augmented scumbags.
Can't let a guy like that roam free. I'm in.
All right then, let's get to work. Like I said, I've got a couple of very promising leads, but O'Malley's got friends among the powers that be. I wouldn't be able to get my hands on a warrant, even if I had footage of the perp confessing in real time as he's finger painting his motive on the wall in the victim's blood. So I guess we're gonna have to break a few rules.
Okay. But we have to be careful how we handle this. It could discredit your investigation.
True, but thing is, Jensen, it's either this or there simply won't be an investigation. You know me, I usually play by the book. Only this time, the bad guy's a friend of the publisher.
What about the undercover assignment? Posing as a hitman?
O'Malley's crafty, and even a bit paranoid. He's always using proxies, scapegoats, and red herrings to get us off his ass. But after months of schmoozing, we finally got through to one of his guys. Turned him into a mole. He provides us with information, stuff like that.
And he's gonna be my way in?
Exactly. Yesterday, another one of O'Malley's guys whacked someone, a drug dealer. There's a witness, but we don't have any details. O'Malley does, and he wants someone to take care of the mess. The usual guy just got busted for possession, so the contact will send you in to pose as his replacement. O'Malley will be waiting for you in an alley next to the police station.
And you want me to milk him to get the info on the witness?
You haven't lost your touch, Jensen. We think O'Malley will ask you to retrieve the murder weapon, use it to kill the witness, and then plant it on a scapegoat he can arrest later. What you need to do is get that weapon and bring it to me.
And what about the witness?
We're almost positive he's a member of the MCBs. Once you know the location, you'll need to get there, take care of any opposition, and prep him for retrieval.
Prep him?
Well, you know, he's a gangbanger, Jensen. He's not going to turn in peacefully, but we need him alive. So I guess you're going to have to play this one macho and knock him out. One of our guys will then just happen to stumble upon him. You know, serendipity.
I like how the macho thing is not killing people. That's a good touch.
So what am I looking for in O'Malley's apartment?
Information, drugs, weapons. Basically anything you think can be used to build a stronger case against him. The more you get, the better.
Okay. What's this about getting into DRB territory?
Yeah, I needed to get in there and track down a shipment of weapons for me. We managed to gain access to solid information that will tie it to O'Malley, but I need proof it's really there. They've probably stashed it around somewhere.
A cop dealing weapons to a criminal anti-Aug gang? Not a pretty picture.
Got that right. I guess we both agree. Nothing good can come out of this, huh? I don't know where exactly the DRB's cache is, but I know there's a bonus for you if you manage to sneak in and out without being spotted. Would make shit easier to handle on my side.
Okay, let's do this. You can contact me on my info link if anything comes up.
Excellent. Oh, and Jensen, one last thing. To protect my cover, it'd be better if you only contact me again once you've taken care of everything.
Okay. Pretty sure those are the guys we need to get in. But I feel like we don't want to start anything big right now because I am actually running a little low on what is it called, on time. So I think what we will do is we will continue to explore a little bit and it will probably call it off for the night. As I said, I can't go too late tonight because I need to get up early tomorrow. Are you afraid of rain or? I don't know. But yeah, just finish exploring and then next time we can pick up the quests and see if we can do them.
Oh, please. You can't actually believe that Purity First are freedom fighters.
Not yet. But just wait until the machine men take over.
You watch too many movies.
Seriously, dude. Bill Taggart and Purity First are the only ones who've got the guts to defend us against those Augs.
Interesting that you include those two in the same sentence.
Could explore the sewers.
Much left-wing radio.
I could. If I can find a way into the sewers. That might be a way into the sewers. I don't know how big the sewers are though. Too heavy. That provides a path back I can see. just a path back to an area we have already been. Yeah, it takes us back here. I'm not sure I've actually ever explored the sewers. I can't remember. Yoink.
Hey, Jensen. Long time no see. You're not here to see Wayne Haas, are you? He's a desk sergeant on duty right now.
Beer. One dumpster beer.
Who do you think you are?
Adam Jensen.
Damn fogs. Power-hungry bastards. Every last one of them.
Oh, I see something. Beer. It's like dumpster bread. Where was it that dumpster bread was? I can't remember. I remember Moo was very happy about dumpster bread. Alright, I think that's everything up top, so I guess we can check out the sewer. Let's just save for Misha. Oh yeah, Statue Valley, that's right.
Don't get on my nerves, pal.
Hey, scientists aren't God, man. They make a mistake, it's a human being that pays.
Okay, that doesn't look so pleasant.
Your kind ain't welcome on our turf, pal.
Don't fall in. Oh, be a little careful with that head. Okay. Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Don't come no closer, Slick. Back off.
You didn't see me.
It's too late to run. That's it. You should have let...
Oh, bumps. Well, that's a reload. That is a reload. Let's see, while I have the opportunity, let's go this direction.
Don't get involved in this, asshole. Get out of here. Don't
You
get
didn't
involved in this, asshole.
see me.
Get out of here. You hiding?
Don't fall in, you asshole. Fucker. Okay.
Don't get involved in this, asshole. Get out of here. Where you at?
He's gonna fall in again. God damn it. God damn it. I could trank, but I don't want to use my trank rifle unless it's really necessary. I can take them out, the problem is I don't want to kill them. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ow. Bugger. I'd hoped it would have a little bit longer. Don't turn around, don't turn around, don't turn around, don't turn around. Alright. Let's save. I guess I don't want to have to do that again. For good measure, move your way as well. Just out of sight. Is there anything? There's a way up. Is that the way I came in? No. Security rating 3. Can't do anything about that. At least I don't think so, and I'll have one praxis. I'm getting close to a second one. Do you dislike me?
Oh, let me guess, you got nothing to spare. That's alright, man. We all got our crosses to bear.
Okay. Where does this lead up?
We'll stream you through and answer your questions as best we can, but don't get your panties in a bunch if you get hung up on. If we detect even the slightest suspicious...
Wait, where are we? Oh, we're here. Well, let's do this one while we're here, I guess.
Access granted.
That's a 3. Serif Industries incident report TA0051408. Okay, let's read this one because this one is actually relevant to us. Incident terrorist attack on Serif Industries headquarters, Detroit. The Gene Schwekowski. Subject 008 confused witness. Details apart from Serif's chief of security, who is still in critical condition in edit. And another lab technician who is lying in deep coma in the same hospital. The only witnesses to the attack on Serif was left alive is a tech named Arthur Hopkins. Something peculiar regarding the witnesses' deposition or lack thereof. When we first got on scene, Mr. Hopkins was waiting for us in a rec room near the labs. He was obviously in shock but was quite coherent, ready to give a clear description of the incident. The emergency response team wanted to make sure his condition was stable before allowing us to interview him. When we came back after his checkup a few minutes later, he was incoherent and confused. He couldn't remember anything about the attack. We still haven't heard back from the ER team regarding this matter. Addendum, Captain Penn. The situation has been resolved with the medical team. Mr. Hopkins' condition has been validated. He suffered from a severe concussion. The matter is closed. Subject 023. Attackers are definitely professionals. Details. Quick rundown. There was no trace of evidence found at what seems to be the point of entry. The incident didn't last long, but the amount of damage was excessive. There were a large number of victims, and yet not many rounds were fired, and the accuracy was spot on. The attackers were probably all marksmen. This was the work of top-notch professionals. Serif confirms that a new augmentation design was being tested just prior to the attack, but that the augmentation itself was unharmed and no files related to it were stolen. The obvious motive here is theft and or corporate espionage, but why then destroy the facility and murder everyone? A competitor could no doubt benefit from such a catastrophe, but these measures were quite extreme to my knowledge. This is an incident without precedent. I want to note here that I brought this matter up to Lieutenant Ashbrook on multiple occasions with no concrete results. Autopsy report. Megan Reed. DMPD case. Name Reed Megan, age 32, sex female, blood type O positive, path MD Lawn. Preliminary note. I have been appointed by the state to perform autopsies on the remains of multiple victims of the attack on Seraph Industries. This is due to the critical nature of the incident and the need for the State Department to be fully aware of every detail without going through an endless array of bureaucratic forms and requests. This is in no way linked to the competence of local ME Dr. Gerald Campbell and shouldn't be interpreted as such. Final diagnosis. Vertebral injuries. Vertebrae in the neck area are displaced. Abrasions of the bones consistent with severe and sudden stress or pressure. 2. Legislature strangulation. Abrasions found in the neck area. Hard to clearly verify due to severe burns, but throat seems crushed. Severe burns. Extremely severe burns covering the entirety of the body. Accelerant residue has been sent to ChemLab for analysis. Absence of fumes residue and ash in lungs indicate burns are post-mortem. Toxicology report. Blood ethanol, none detected. Blood drug screens, no drugs detected. Clinico-pathological correlation. Cause of death is quick and intense snapping of the neck vertebrae, combined with crushing pressure. Body was likely burned after the subject was deceased. Dr. Dana Hall, M.E. Let's see. 012, probable use of unidentified high-tech compound. While examining the crime scene, Dr. Hayward and I noticed that the area covered by the attack seemed abnormally damaged, burnt to a degree that could not be explained by a normal fire or the use of any known explosives. It was the same for all the recovered victims' bodies. Residue analyzed from forensic lab officers on the scene likely comes from a high-tech accelerant of unknown nature. It seems the lab's equipment and victims were deliberately burned to an excessive degree. The most obvious conclusion is that this was done to eliminate all possible trace evidence, but it just feels odd, like something is off. I do have the code, but the problem is that if I use the code, then Mr. Chase will be in trouble, and I don't want to bring him in trouble. I feel bad for that. Why did it move all my things around? Assholes. If I place my things, you should not move my things. I'm very close to another practice, so I could get high enough to hack it. Oh. Let's turn off the electricity. Damn it, that's also 3. I was hoping it would just be 2 so they could upgrade, hack, get in there, get some experience. have the code, but Chase told me that, like, if I used the code, they would know that he gave it. I don't really want to get him in trouble.
Don't get your panties in a bunch if you get hung up on. We detect even the slightest suspicious fluctuation in signal. We have to shut it down. The world order and this team of people hackers could be trying to trap it. And that's why we have to create a covert host site for every new stream and then shut it down immediately when the call's over. I'm sitting here, just me and my techie Steve, and a sweaty, clammy
We need to be ending anyway. So... I don't know. Looks unpleasant. Do I have to go to the sewer thing? I don't think so. No, I have no code. Like, I would be quote-unquote wasting praxis early to upgrade my hacking, but upgrading your hacking is never wasted. The only problem is I need to wait until I get the next praxis to do it, but then I could do it.
But don't get your panties in a bunch if you get hung up on. We detect even the slightest suspicious fluctuation.
I think let's talk with O'Malley and then we'll end it off after that. Because it is midnight now and I do need to get to pillow.
Yes. May I help you?
Actually, I've been told by a mutual acquaintance that it might be the other way around.
Were you followed?
I'm a professional. I know how things work. So if we can just skip Cloak and Dagger 101.
Well, you certainly look the part. Now let's see how well you can play it.
So what is it you need?
Straight to business. A rare quality these days. Tell me, are you familiar with local gangs?
More than enough to get by.
Perfect. Now I warn you, this is not the cleanest of work, but your efforts will be well compensated. An associate of mine will leave a package for you in an alley on Grand River Road. You will retrieve this package and then use it to deal with a problem of mine. Permanently.
Who's the target?
Someone who won't be missed, I assure you. A ganger that goes by the name Double T. Hangs around in an apartment near Earl's Court. It's not likely that he'll be alone, just as it's not likely the people keeping him company will be of the pleasant sort. You can't miss him. He's got prominent and rather tasteless augmentations to his face and arms.
You're telling me you went through all this trouble to hire me, just so I can eliminate a banger?
That would be a tad overkill, I admit. No, eliminating the target with the weapon provided to you is only the first part of your assignment. Once you've dealt with Double T, I need you to sneak into Derelict Row and plant the murder weapon among the Baller's weapon stash. Unnoticed.
Kill a member of the Motor City Bangers, then plant the murder weapon in the rival gang's weapon stash. You're trying to start a war.
Hopefully.
can get inside Derelict Row. But where can I find their weapon stash?
Look for an old concrete structure that is boarded up and condemned. I believe they stock their supplies right underneath it.
I need a more precise location on the target.
There's a small back alley known to the locals as Earl's Court. You can access Double T's building using the fire escape. He's in one of the apartments on the 4th floor.
So what is it I'm picking up, and where is it exactly?
There's a rather luxurious apartment complex on Grand River Road. In front of it, on the other side of the street, you'll see a door that leads to a maintenance corridor. In the first corner of that corridor, you will find a crossbow hidden amongst the trash and debris. Use it to kill Double T.
You're obviously a powerful man, and messing with you is probably a bad idea. I just want half the payment in advance to know I can trust you.
Don't pretend to know what I'd like to hear, my friend. I do not crave the attention of others, but I do admire your guts. Here's a gesture of goodwill. Don't you have a certain task to complete, my friend?
You don't sound like a cop.
You, on the other hand, are starting to sound exactly like one. I strongly suggest you simply get on with the program.
I don't understand what you're getting out of this. It sounds to me like you're just the middleman for someone else.
You think too much, my friend. This could prove to be a source of great personal discomfort for you in the near future.
So what's the plan? You make a call and rat one of the bangers out, then the DRBs retaliate and so on and so forth until they wipe themselves out?
Pretty much.
What about innocent casualties? These thugs aren't exactly expert marksmen, and it's pretty hard to aim from the window of a moving car. What could be worth such a risk?
I won't discuss my motives with you. I hired you to do a job. Just do it.
I guess that's it for now.
All right. So, before we end off, I want to go back to the weapons dealer so that I can sell the shotgun I picked up because it's clogging up my inventory again. What is the point in having, like, the option to reorganize your inventory when it reorganizes your reorganized inventory by itself?
What's your pleasure, friend? Always a pleasure.
It is a very Papa problem. That is very correct. Do. All right. Let's save. Let's double save. And then let's head back. So, that's about a game. Get some ending music. Game likes to crash when you exit it. Alright. So, back to Deus Ex, or Deus Ex, or however it is pronounced, I'm not actually sure. But yeah, we're back to it. It's been a little while since we played last. I am rusty. Also Papa. But yeah. We'll continue next week, not necessarily with this game. We'll have to see what happens. I don't currently have any plans for other streams during the coming week, but you never know what will happen, so keep an eye on my Mastodon or my Twitter. And other than that, well, we'll be back next Friday. I don't expect the sickness to pick up again, but you never know. As you can hear probably right now, I am a little congested. But yeah, that's what comes with sickness. But at least now I can speak without having coughing fits all the time. Even though there's still some, as you can hear. But yeah, I'm gonna get going and get myself to peel out. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed yourselves, even though the stream was a little short tonight. And I'll see you again next time. I'm glad you enjoyed it, hon. Alright, so take care everyone, and good night. Enjoy your weekend. Bye.